Virgo, hi. This is your reading for November 2020. Very important month for you, filled with fated events around love, your business, your career, the changes that are going on there. So there's a lot going on here. So let me move into it step by step. Where were you creatively with a business idea or something really dear to your heart? This also applies to romance, actually. Where were you at the end of March, beginning of April, right at the end of June? Those transformations that happened there, whether it was romantically, on your business, what you want to create in the world, all the ideas that were playing out there, because this is also on a belief system level, on an ideological level. What was going on there with you, that will be back now for final transformation. So things will never be the same again, because this is something that needs to be addressed now. What's important here, Virgo, is to shine a light on how you organize your mind. Your thoughts are so important right here, because I see a lot of you critically thinking and not in the best way possible. You're actually bringing yourself down and creating more obstacles. You might be creating them out of thin air, and I'm not saying that you have a choice, just a heavy energy here that I'm feeling. There's great stuff for you here in November and a lot of clearance to be done. But it's important that you forgive yourself for events of the past. I'm feeling that on a soul level, you are looking for a deeper connection. You are looking for a true love connection, true intimacy to be shared with someone. Also somebody you could collaborate with creatively, create something beautiful, even if it's a beautiful home, a beautiful family. Like deep within you, you want that. There was something around you, and something around you or someone specific. There was something that was there, and it was already there this year, throughout the year, and it was there at the beginning of the month of September still, but then somehow your vitality got sucked into the past, into things about the past, and there was a confusion. There's a confusion around partnerships that is heightened for you. So I'm seeing a love connection here, very present, and you inventing symptoms, kind of as if you're not inventing symptoms, you're like treating symptoms. You're treating symptoms, but I say you feel driven towards this great love, towards this great union, where you felt once really complete and like, wow, okay, I'm with this person, or I know what it feels like to be really in love. But then there is this blockage, and this month it's the moment of revelation, and there was already in September like a revelation about this kind of make or break moment, but then somehow it's been dragging along and it's been creating more and more obstacles, as I'm seeing here. So there is a decision that is going to be taken either by you or the other person or the two of you together, and there's an opportunity here for the two of you together to be really honest towards one another, because I'm seeing something unsaid. Like this is a bond that was made in the cosmos and that is beautiful, but that has not been properly translated on the material plane. So maybe you are having fallouts with this person. Maybe you are feeling as if this person sacrificed you or let go of you. Maybe this is someone who is verbally very strong. This is a true soulmate connection. This is a connection that is really important to you. This can be really a past lover that you're not involved with right now, but the energy is still very, very much here. And this was someone with whom you have had children in a past life, or there is the question of children, or who brings up this kind of old wounds of your childhood that you, kind of like a twin flame situation. I don't like to use that word, but where all your shadows are represented in this other person. This person triggers you. I see this person triggering your karma, and for it to rise so you can have that revelation and that release, you are dragging some baggage around and some heavy thoughts, Virgo, here in November. But it's for you to dive deep and to really get to the core of things. Like, what do I actually want? Do I dare to say it to myself? Then if I dare to say it to myself, do I dare to say it to this other person? where there is something that the sun needs to shine on it. Like the light needs to shine on it. It needs to be addressed. It might be related to your relationship with your parents. Perhaps you had a very opinionated father and a very giving altruistic mother, and there is something, a rebalancing of that relationship. Like the idea that you have about your parents might have to change for you to truly welcome this relationship that your heart seems to yearn for into your life. I know that it sounds a bit dramatic, Virgo. Let me clarify and see how we can navigate these energies, because there is a strong memory of you feeling emotionally fulfilled. But then there is this kind of fate came knocking at the door, and there are so many symbols, there are so many thoughts, like suddenly like you feel this impulse of doing something towards this person, I'm feeling, but actually you are not. There's a disalignment. I don't know really how to say that. As if you're not really choosing the path. You are not choosing it. And you see a lot of symptoms, discomforts that you feel. And you try to nurture yourself. You are looking for a way to nurture yourself in a healthy way. But some things, there's some addiction coming in. This, as if you are placing the energy that you actually, or the love that you actually desire to give to this person, but you are creating some kind of, it can be to food, like some kind of external thing that you can, it's blaming energy, let's say. Not saying that you're going to blame someone else, but you're mostly blaming yourself. Like you don't feel enough. And that's what you're going to address, because you know that it's just your mind that is playing out these scenarios. And that doesn't mean that you don't deserve this nurturing. This month is really for you to nurture your creativity and your inner child, because there is something in your business as well that you want to change. Maybe you want to become self-employed. Maybe you want to do something a lot more nurturing. You're looking for purpose and for meaning in your work, and a new meaning. And I'm seeing you as somebody who has already done things that are meaningful, so you know how to create. Thing is that things are going to come to you, because the universe is sending you a lot of signals so you would see what is actually going on with your heart. You're doing a big work this whole year, I'm feeling, on love and what it really is. And where are you attracted to things that are not good for you, are not available to you? Because in your action you want to be with someone. However, in your mind there's playing all these things, and it's not really what is going on. This month, the truth has to be told. And the heart, it's inspiring you to tune in with your heart, place your hand on the heart and ask yourself, is this true for me now? Knowing that we all come with our different realities together. So I'm seeing a soulmate connection, and I'm seeing someone who has once been in a past life the mother of your children. So this is just it's a soul connection. It's somebody you know. Somebody who has also a very nurturing energy. Somebody who wants to give, but somehow is looking at something else right now. Is not really looking at you at the moment as we come into November. Because there has been some withdrawal, and there's some push and pull going on that is maybe not even really chase a runner, but just some subtle stuff, and talking around the question I'm seeing, instead of addressing what is the actual obstacle here, because that's a mind thing, or a feeling, feeling as if you are not ready for the next step in love. So you might be looking at all these things, at other people here. Okay, let me clarify what's going on for you, Virgo. So for you here, we have a homecoming for you as a potential for this month. So a homecoming, you feeling really good in yourself and aligned, and the words that you're saying and your actions, it's all alignment is here for you. But there is a question of like, there's something that you need to heal. Something that you need to heal. And it was represented in your childhood. In what I see in the relationship that you have with your mother. And the way you were nurtured there. Something to do with that. Or the personality of your mother. Something like that. There's a healing happening of childhood. Then I'm seeing abundance is here for you, like emotional fulfillment and marriage. It's right here for you. It's as if the person is here, Virgo. But something is blocking it. Something is blocking this connection. You're asked to tune in with your sense of discovery of the other, like placing yourself and asking questions. When was the last time you asked this person a question? When did you really speak your truth to this person? November is gonna ask you to dive deep here and to really undo the mental processes that are not working for you, Virgo. This is, I'm seeing very much, otherwise your sleep, otherwise you might have insomnia or weird dreams, or like the soul will have to sort a lot out in the night if you are not living your life and standing in your truth here in November. So this might be that your sleep will be disturbed. You can obviously avoid this, Virgo. I don't want to give you any gloomy news because it sounds like it looks really good for you as we exit the month. And there's a lot of like connecting with children might help you also to answer this question of what is blocking me here. Because a child, is free. It's free. It's in the space of discovery. Everything is a wonder. It's when we name it, when we label it, that we create fears in our mind. I'm seeing you having some fears that will be rising to the surface here to be dealt with. There's some belief system, like something that you're thinking about at night. There's something that's going to come to you at night. And it's for you to address your worry and also forgive yourself, I'm hearing. Forgive yourself for the times when it didn't work out with someone. Because I'm seeing a cosmic love here and actually call from spirit, like as if spirit is giving you their hand and be like, listen, because your inner voice knows, like, is telling you everything. What can help here with the Nine of Swords is to actually, if you're having a digital conversation with this person, look at the messages. What is actually said? Because I'm feeling there's a deeper meaning underlaying all of this. Of course, the tarot is symbolism, so that is what this is about. But even in your thoughts, that's what I'm getting. In your thoughts, a thought is like an idea. It's creative, but in your thoughts, in your words, there is underneath the things that you are saying to yourself, there is a deeper meaning. And Spirit's asking you to hear this. And to actually sit, have a one-on-one with the people who are important to you, where you feel that there is confusion. And Knight of Wands, so there is this, like, to awaken the fire within you, Virgo. Go forwards towards the goal. Your creativity is really here for you to support you and help you transmute these energies. Because karma is going to continue, and karma is just action. The actions of the past, whether you believe in past lives or not, the actions of it are going to continue to manifest. So you will have a lot of outer events, and this will come to you like people who relate to you in a confused way, who place you into roles that you think you have not chosen, that you think you have no control over. There's something about, I'm seeing like the child, it's very, very prominent here. maybe this other person wants to have a child. That's a detail. Like, let's go further with the general energies here. So you are leaving an old way of being behind. There is a transition here, and there's some difficulty to detach. You're asking yourself a lot of questions about it, but it will have to happen. There is an undoing and a letting go, and a going towards a stronger mental self. I see you here in November, forming an opinion. Whereas you were receiving life before, you are entering into action again. I'm seeing this happen as from the 6th of the month. And then mid-month you will be really going. There's a heartbreak here though. There's a heartbreak, but it's a scenario as well. Just to show you something about yourself, about what your true desire is. Because we have the sun here for you, so that's the joy of children. That's this thing. So I'm seeing a romance come back around, like there's a past lover that is, or with whom it was never really done, but that is very present here. At the end of the month, the sun is shining here. Your creativity, there's something that's going to happen with a skill that you picked up here. A skill, I'm seeing you working, doing maybe things with your hands, but there is a joy here for you. There is a joy. Once you address this question, and also allow yourself to look honestly at what is coming towards you. At who are the people whom I naturally attract. And you're gonna see that they relate to one another, and that there is a core message that they are like a micro universe for you, that is an externalization of the main issue that you want to be dealing with here in November, the main thing for your soul evolution you want to be dealing. And yeah, it's so confusing here. It's also letting go of this kind of old paradigm. There's something that is done about the way we were living, about the way you were living, and you feel there's no going back. And there is a nostalgia about that. We have the King of Wands here. So with the King of Wands, there's a lot of fire energy. So this other person, there might be a lot of fire in that person. With the King of Wands though, I see you being mature in your creation. So whatever was going on with your business and the new skills that you acquired and how you're going to put that into place, there is you stepping into another role, or at least seeing the first glimpses of what that can look like, and having like a few faded events around that. There is a change. Wow. I don't know if you heard that. That's the rain. All right. Hailstones, I think. Well, we're November. So hailstones. I'm getting this thing of defrosting the heart. I'm seeing this other person here wanting a change. This person, if you are currently involved with this person and there is not a fallout when you are listening to this reading and you're still listening to it, then this person is going to want to change it. It's going to change no matter what. It's not that you have no control, you have free will, but your free will lies in really showing up for yourself. It's what I'm hearing, showing up for what you want and not showing up for what you don't want. That's also something. Not just to receive life passively or to be overthinking it in your mind. Taking the action is beautiful, but standing in your truth And also, I feel like that there is somebody in your surroundings who's very important to you, whom you look up to. This person holds the key as well. What is your relationship? Who do you look up to most in your life? This person has a key to you for something that you want to become or that you want to create for yourself. What are the steps that you have to take in your actual material life to come out of a place where you're in agony because of the thinking and come to all this sunlight that is waiting for you here and all this joy and creation? There is a very strong decisions are being taken here. And then once you got it, it's going to set you free. It's going to set you free, Virgo. You're going to feel that needed to happen. Let me see if I can get any additional messages here for Virgo. What can Virgo do to find to remain open for the opportunities that there are here in the change of career, in the new start, in the role you're going to have in the world? Because some of you might be looking into parenthood as well. That's also a role. There's a change. You want to change your responsibilities, I'm hearing as well. You want to have less or more. Maybe you have more and you have been receiving more, and that's what's keeping you up at night as well. And that's also what is not allowing you to really focus on this romantic life, on this partnership that you have been experiencing quite some confusion in. And also abandonment, like abandoning it, going back to it, being abandoned. So, what do you need to know? Again, the sun. So what you really need to know, Virgo, is that this is going to work out beautifully. This is just part of our human flow. There is an emotional maturity that is asked from you and an openness of heart with the sun. Maybe you are involved with a fire sign. I'm getting a lot of fire energy here. Or somebody who is quite expressive and who knows how to light a flame. You've been sulking about something. There's been something that, like, you've not been feeling it lately. And this relationship or this thing that you have going on with this person is suffering from it. Now there is something, again, the sun, it's the child. I have it 3 times here. There's something of your childhood that you need to address that will help you emotionally mature. That's really the core message that I have for you here. And then everything opens up for you. It's a total new beginning. If you give it to yourself, giving it to yourself is also what I'm hearing, Virgo. Because you have a beautiful mind, and this month is really an opportunity for you to beautify it and use it in a way that it serves you. So the justice will be done. The justice with the partnerships will be done. When it comes to legal matters, if you have contracts and things for a business, things that need to be signed, all of that, wait until the middle of the month. I want to give you that still. Meanwhile, I'm seeing you have something with a fire sign. Something like a calm exterior. And this can be about you as well. Calm exterior, but inside it's boiling. So this is just a karmic issue. I mean, it seems pretty heavy while I'm talking about it and I'm really feeling it. But at the same time, you are, again, the hero fan. So this is about marriage. This is about marriage. And by marriage, I mean, if you're very young, it's just like a connection that is really exclusive and with one other person, where there is a power dynamic that needs to be balanced and that needs to be honest and outspoken, and both people need to say what they really want. You've been taken a bit, like you've been working on your inner strength, as I'm seeing it here. The other person is kind of, I'm feeling this other person is on a spiritual path, or like a journey where they want everything out in the open now. You see them as somebody who like quickly changes, who transforms easily. They see you as someone really capable, actually. But then there is this tower moment, there's this revelation, there's this decision that is taken about this connection. And it has to do with everything, Virgo. And it will set you free. It will set you free. It's a make or break thing. It's like sorting out, like it's in October already, it was present, but now your vitality is going to return and you're going to be stronger to stand up, to express your desire and to say what you really want. And to throw it overboard if it's not for you. When you throw it overboard though, what's going to be important for you is to do this in an emotionally mature manner, because you don't want to take baggage into the new thing. With the sun there is a healing. That's the thing that I really need to tell you. Like, there is a healing taking place. It's a soul, like it's a very important month for your soul. So maybe you feel like you're bleeding, but know that the heart is blossoming, that the soul is blooming. And that you are going to come out of this very strong and in your center. I'm seeing clear skies for you at the end of the month. Hold on tight, Virgo. Please let me know how it works out for you in the comments. I would love to read you at the end of the month coming back here. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, letting me know. Let's communicate. I will also be uploading readings for 2021 where we will go month by month around the clock and see what the whole year has to offer for you. So if you subscribe, you can look out for those as well. I thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you soon next month or for the 2021 reading. Thank you. Namaste.